Sow your own. So first things first, you put a little penny on. Lovely, can't be getting all dirtied up now, can we? Now we've got the penny on. The next thing to do is pour a lovely cup of tea with one of my own made tea bags from the fancy tea shop in London. So that's that little jobby jobs. Today's video, I'm going to be sowing quite a lot of seeds. So I'm just going to start off with my veggie seeds for today. And these are ones that I've gone through, even though it's the 23rd of February, so it is nearly March. I am just going for ones for February because I am running out of space to do things. I think I'm going to have to start putting stuff on my bedroom windowsill now to germinate as well. I don't think Billy really signed up for that and realised what was what's going to happen. I think for most of this, I do apologise about the wind as well. It's quite windy today. Sounds maybe a bit. But I'm going to use as much of this lovely cocoa core compost that I've got, because I do seem to have had quite a bit of success, obviously, with the pop gang stuff. Germinating in this, and then I've sown some other bits in this, but I am going to use different things again, I think, to sow different things in, if that makes sense. So I've got a whole stack of egg cartons here that I'm going to use, because I have had like the stuff that I sowed with these and then just sort of like ripped them up and planted them in, and the whole eggshells as well. I've actually done quite all right. So that's why I think I'm gonna go down that route. I've got so many things that I want to sow that I don't even know where to start. What am I doing? Let's get a little label green ready to go. I've got my pen. I got my pen and my penny. Actually, I might really make use of my penny pocket. That'd be a good name for a band, wouldn't it? Penny pocket. I'm gonna pop some of my labels in my pocket. Oh, I love this little thing. Right, so I got some more of these cheapy little trays just to put sort of like the seedling trays into, because I find them quite handy. I haven't actually tried germinating or sowing anything in any of these trays. They are literally just to put the pots into. Oh no, now I've got sellotape tucked to my glove. Right, okay, so I've got quite a collection that I want to sow, so I'll tell you what they are, and then I'll probably, because there's quite a number, so I'll probably time lapse the actual sowing, because it's just easier, and it's pretty much of a muchness. So I'm going to go for some nice salads of Lollo Rosso, Little Gem, and mixed leaf and red salad bowl. And any of the ones that look like this that come in this packet are the ones from the lovely Grow Your Own that my mother-in-law changed it to a Sow Your Own advent calendar that she got me just before Christmas. So any that come in this packet are all out of that lovely advent calendar. And then I'm gonna sow some of the basil from that as well. And I think this year I might have a go at making my own pesto, because I've got quite a few basil seeds, so hopefully I can be successful on the basil so I can make my own pesto. Something that I'd have never thought of growing before, Romanesco cauliflower, of which I'm sure I'll probably turn into collie cheese to add on a roast dinner. And then I've got, so some of these seeds I already had. So I've got white chard, rainbow chard, and then a lovely rhubarb chard. Do love a bit of chard. Oh, cucumber. Gotta get my cucumbers in. Oh, dropping things. Spinach beets. So I'm gonna I think what I'm gonna do is sort of sew the salads together, sew up the chards and the spinach together, because they're a similar type of family. And then I've got, because I don't already have enough tomato plants with the 5 I've already got, I've got another 2 varieties of tomato plants here that I'm going to sow. Oh, and February's pot gang box arrived yesterday when I was in London, so that was very, very nice to come home to. And I think that's got tomatoes in it as well. So I think I'm going to be making lots of chutney this year as well as pesto. And then I've got some parsnips, and then I mean, these were only like cheap seeds, so I don't know how these will turn out, but some rainbow carrot seeds. If not, I have if those carrot seeds don't work out, or any of those don't work out, I've got quite a collection. I've got another 4 different types of carrot seeds in my lovely seed folder. So yeah, it's pretty stacked. And I did organise it. There's like quite a few people that said sort of like organise it by sowing month, and I did try doing that, but then I just got awfully confused because I'm a bit dumb and a bit of a silly goose. So what I've done is I've sort of categorised it, I guess. So I've got I've got quite a few herb seeds. So I've got all of my herb seeds, then I've got like my salady type stuff, and then I've got my veg. And this is only food seeds in here. All of my flower seeds are in an enormous box indoors. And what I've done with all my flower seeds is I'd alphabetised them all. So that's exactly what I've done here. So nothing's in sow month, it's all in, yeah, so like herbs, salads and veg, and then alphabetised, because I found that was the easiest way of working it for myself, really. I've got my little list of the next things that I want to sow, but I need to wait for stuff to germinate and move stuff out before I do too much. Oh my gosh, windy. So what I'm pretty much what I'm going to do, I've got a few more cartons over there. I think I've got some more indoors. So in the sowing. So pretty much I'm just going to fill them all up with compost, throw and shake the seedy seeds on the top, pop them in there, and then find a windowsill to put them. Yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, so that's all my veggie seeds sown for the day, and now I just need to find somewhere to put everything. Oh god, I'm running out of space. I need a bigger greenhouse. Right, and what I'm going to do so I don't get in too much of a muddle, I think I'm just going to put all of these in this lovely little tin that came with, it's one of my Christmas presents. This one was for Billy's granny. Lovely little tin that had some nice hand cream and an exfoliating hand wash. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it's absolutely lovely, and it's really quite cute. So I keep all my seeds in my folder, and then when I know what I'm sowing, I then put them into here, so I don't get in too much trouble. But I'll put them back in the folder in a little while, and then I have some sunflower seeds that I think I'm going to sow. And then I got this thing from Poundland the other day for growing your own giant sunflowers. So I don't know if it'll be any good. I haven't even read the instructions, but it looks fairly simple to me. And in that you just cut this little bag open like so. Dump the compost in. That's very It's actually quite coarse compost, really. And this is just because I've been playing around with this lovely cocoa core compost for the last hour. I don't know. And it's really sort of like quite bright and nice when I first come out here, and it's a bit cloudy and overcast now. Yeah, I haven't even read the instructions, but this has got to be how this is done. Oh, and that's a shame. There's 2 seeds that aren't going to be viable because they've gone a bit mildewy. It's okay. We've got 4 seeds there. Just bury them in. I just hope that the mouldiness of, I think there's 2 in there that went, 3 in there by the looks of it that went mildewy. I just hope that hasn't affected them. But then even if it has, I paid £1 for it, so I'm not going to be I'm not going to be that upset about it. Oh yeah, and in terms of seeds, I'll show you because it's easier to get to. One of the chard seeds are actually quite fascinating. So some of the seeds I sowed all of them. So I think I sowed all of the basil seeds, and there was a few others. But the chard seeds are very, I don't know if I've shown you this before, but yeah, they're very similar to beetroot seeds, where they act as like clusters. So these ones, and then I think it was the bright lights and the spinach beet, because there's quite a few seeds in the packet. I think I sowed quite a few, whereas the charge that came out of the advent calendar, there's only about 10 seeds in there, and I didn't want to use them all straight away, so I think I've only sown 5, because I just wanted to make sure I had a few more, I guess. Oh, it does feel, honestly, I loved the fact of doing my little course and everything. Like, that was really, that was really, really nice. But it's so nice to be able to be back in here and like fully be able to dedicate some time to being out here as well. Oh, it just feels so, I know I say it all the time, but it really does. It just feels so good for the soul. Right, so then these, oh, they're giant ones as well. Got loads of giant sunflowers this year, guys. Ew. And then I think the only other thing I might sow today is my nasturtiums. Even though it says sow in March, but it is nearly March, right? Like, and it's all going to be germinating indoors anyway. I'm not going to leave anything outside to try and germinate. Unlike last year, that's one thing I did take away from last year. Is yeah, this is still just a little bit too chilly to try and sow anything outdoors, or not sow, but germinate. Germinate stuff. Germinate stuff outdoors. Right. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Right, so that is sunflowers and sunflowers. Again, honestly, I really don't know where I'm going to put everything. Billy's going to not be happy. Well, I don't know, he might be happy. Who knows? It's always hard to tell. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the sunnies in there. And then I'm going to use this little green tray. Oh, and I'm nearly out of compost as well, which is actually quite nice. And I tell you what, I genuinely don't know who I nicked this kitchen sink idea off of. I'm pretty sure I did steal it from somewhere. So whoever I stole it off, thank you so much. It's so handy to have. It really is. I just need to get like a dustpan and brush type thing, just so I can sweep the draining board down, because I'll come in here all the time and I just use my hand with no gloves on, and then I moan that I've then got composty hands. Yeah, and whilst I'm doing the nasturtium seeds, that's not how you spell nasturtium, and I literally copied off of there as well. I'm going to face that way for now so no one can see my terrible spelling. Oh, and I think last year when I sowed my nasturtium seeds, I didn't have my channel yet. So I'll show you what nasturtium seeds look like, because they look quite fascinating. And I must admit, I was meant to harvest some of my nasturtium seeds that I had from the ones that I grew last year, this year, but I totally forgot. I was going to, harvest some to re-sow. I was going to harvest them to pickle some of them, and I just I just didn't. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. I think I got a little bit overwhelmed by how much I had set myself out to do, if that makes any sense. I'm really sorry about this this wind. And I also think something that I'm going to try and do this year as well, fairly early on in the season, because it must be annoying for you guys, is sort my microphone out. So these are nasturtium seeds. They kind of look a little bit like mini monkey nuts, I guess. Yeah, and they're sort of quite, they are quite sizable. Right, and I'll just give that a nice sprinkling of what little compost I've got left in the sink, and then that's it. And yeah, you lucky devils, you've got me back. I've got loads of stuff to be getting on with. I've managed to gain a couple more subscribers over the last couple of days as well, which is really nice. My views are going up as well, because obviously I'm posting a bit more regular content, but now I'm not distracted by different things that go on my life, because that is one of the things, like life, it really does get in the way sometimes, and it can be challenging, but you just gotta pull your bootstraps up, smile and get on with it, because life is a constant and everybody has stuff. I guess, but I need to stop getting all philosophical now, don't I? And I need to wrap this up. You can tell it's been a while since I've done a full video, can't you? Okay, so here goes. I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible, and here I am already rambling. Terrible. Okay, so thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. Much appreciated. As always, come back and see me again soon, because I'll hopefully be able to show you stuff that I've had germinated, more stuff to be potted on. I've got these guys, these guys in here. I've got another 2 pot gang boxes to do. I've got some other pot gang stuff over here as well. I've got some garlic and shallots down here. I've got onions over there. I've got all of that I'm going to be getting on with very soon as well. So there is lots more to come, I promise, you lucky lovely lot. But yeah, thank you very much for coming and seeing me. Come and see me again soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. That's it, I think. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Laters taters.